Good evening and Merry Christmas. Welcome to our residence. Welcome to Poland in South Africa. And hope you will enjoy this beautiful evening. Thank you all for coming in such a large number. The more the merrier. We are very happy that you are all here and will be soon enjoying the music. Since Christmas is a family event, we invited a musician who is our neighbor. And we also invited a few neighbors, and I welcome you all, our neighbors, from this very beautiful area. Tonight we will hear the performance of a jazzy version of Polish composer Frédéric Chopin, other composers, and also some Christmas themes. And it will be performed by Charles Duplessis Trio. If I may invite you. So, Charles Duplessis Trio is a band established in 2006. They are very famous in Africa, Europe, and Asia, and they performed in all these three continents a few times, many times. But they were the first to perform on the Table Mountain top in Cape Town. And here we have I'm sorry. Peter Auret on drums, Werner Spies on the bass, and Charles Duplessis on piano. And as I said, this is a neighborhood event, so welcome, Merry Christmas once again, and the floor is yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to entertain you for a little while, and we're going to start with music of Frédéric Chopin, a waltz that you all know. So it starts out in a classical way, and then soon it changes. And in our arrangement, we thought today is so nice and warm, we need to take you somewhere where you can think of the beach and think of a nice cocktail. Thank you very much. And staying with Frédéric Chopin, this is a mazurka. Now we're going to take you to Norway, and we play music from one of their most well-known composers, Edvard Grieg, two movements from the Peer Gynt suite. The first is Morning Mood, and you will all recognize this melody immediately. I know it because it was used in a very famous television ad in South Africa when I was growing up. It showed footage of a lady who had just finished washing some dishes. And it was a dishwashing liquid ad. And you could hear this music, and it sounded beautiful. And she was smiling. She had just washed about 100 plates with just a few drops of this washing liquid. So a totally unrealistic story. And she was smiling. So you could see the we're going to play. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Last piece from Grieg now, In the Hall of the Mountain King. It's one of those pieces of music that start at a tempo and then it goes faster and faster and faster. But I try to make it as difficult as possible for my colleagues. So instead of just going faster, I also make the keys go up every time. So we modulate every time we play faster. And you can see in their eyes, it becomes bigger and bigger as they focus. And I love that look of sheer tension and fear when they play. I love it. So, In the Hall of the Mountain King. Thank you very much. Now we're going to play some music from Argentina. We try and play music from as many countries as possible. Astor Piazzolla composed so many fantastic tangos, and now we're going to play Libertango. So when I started with this arrangement, I thought it would be so nice for the bass to play the melody. And Peter doesn't know the music of Piazzolla that well, so when Werner started playing the melody, he said, "Oh, Charles, that sounds like Michael Jackson." I said, "Peter, no, this is classical music. It's a very famous tango." He said, "No, listen to it. It sounds like Michael Jackson." And then I said, "Well, Peter, if you think it sounds like Michael Jackson, why don't you make us an arrangement?" So, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, you will now hear Michael Jackson doing the tango. This is Libertango in the style of the moonwalk. And if you recognize some melodies here, you are welcome to enjoy it as much as possible. you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As a pianist, there is one piece that we are always requested to play. And when you get to any new piano that you have never seen, you can immediately see if this piece has been played on this piano too many times. The piano is usually vandalized by somebody trying this piece over and over, only the beginning. And it has 2 notes. Then you can see these 2 notes are deeper in on the piano than the others. It sounds like this. You all know it. And it never ends, so that's why it's kind of rough on the piano. But once I had to go to my hometown, Bloemfontein, and I went to adjudicate a competition there, and there was a little boy playing the Furelise, and he played so beautifully. But just before the end, he got stuck, and he couldn't remember how many of these repeats there were. And then you could hear from the 3rd row his mother in a very nervous whisper saying, "Fatom Buta," which means go, play. And then he jumped forward and he could finish the piece. So I always think of that little boy. And this is our version of Furelise, also arranged by Peter. He makes such nice arrangements, and it has 7 beats in a bar, not 3 as usual. So it's like the petrol price. The inflation takes it up. We would like to play something by Beethoven once more, a few release, of course, composed by Beethoven. But at one stage, very few people know that Beethoven was extremely poor. And he did not know where his money would come from until finally one day he received a fax. It was still in those days of faxes. And it was a band asking if he could write some music for them. The name of this band, you might have heard of them, they are called ABBA. And Beethoven said, yes, I can write some music for you, a hit song. And it's all about exactly what he needed at that stage in his life: money. Thank you very much. One last number by Beethoven. When I was a kid growing up in Bloemfontein, like I said, I usually don't tell people I am from Bloemfontein, and many of you might not even have heard of it. But it's a very small city in the Free State. But now I can tell people I'm from Bloemfontein because I don't live there anymore. So it's okay. But when I grew up on the television, they had this ad sponsored by the Fruit Corporation of South Africa, and a huge banana would appear on the screen, and voices would sing, banana no, banana no. And I thought, wow, these fruit people have such cool music for their ads. And only later I realized, no, it's music by Beethoven from his Fifth Symphony. So you might have a much more sophisticated connection with this music, but at least mine is vegetarian. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost at the end of our program. Just allow me to introduce my two colleagues to you. On the drums, please put your hands together for Peter Orette. Peter is an amazing drummer because it's possible for him to play both loud and soft. Some drummers that I've encountered in my life can only play loud, and that's difficult, but he's very musical, and as you can hear, he makes some incredible arrangements, and we are very fortunate to have him in the trio. Then playing the bass, Werner Spies. Werner plays on the stick bass, and people are always very interested to see his instrument up close, especially the ladies. And this is like an electric double bass, so it makes it possible for us to fly in economy class with this instrument. But Werner is a very dedicated and loyal musician. You can see he's even built like his instrument. So it shows his determination and passion for music, but he's a great trio partner, and we love him. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play something for Christmas now, Joy to the World. With everything that's happening in the world now, I think we all need some joy. And in this arrangement, I try to use some of an African beat. We have the pleasure of playing at a wonderful festival in Switzerland every year. And every year that when they say we are there from South Africa, some people are so disappointed because when we walk up, they see three white guys, and we are from South Africa, so we have to try and prove that we are really from this country, and that's why you'll hear this in this next song, Joy to the World, with a bit of an African twist. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being so patient and listening to our music. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the invitation to come and play here again. It's always so nice. We almost feel like family, although we are neighbors. I just live on the poor side of the street, but it's very nice to be here. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Please enjoy the rest of the evening. We're going to leave you with a bit of a bluesy Christmas, just so that there's a nice rhythm in your hips by the time you get up to go and have a drink or something to eat. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Keep well.
Thank you, but please, one more. So, thank you. This was Charles Duplessis Trio. I don't know if I can ask for one more. Hello, Charles, my neighbor. Please a kind request from your neighbor and a man of the same age.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the free one on the program. Buy one, get one free. And many of you will be traveling for the Christmas time, traveling home or traveling on holiday. And this is a song that says something about travel. It's all about a train. And Duke Ellington made it famous, take the A train. So wherever you travel, be safe.
So, thank you. Thank you. Then. Shall we please see Theo? I don't know if I can ask for one more. Maybe next time. Or this time? This time, yes? Last one. Yes? Okay, thank you. Good neighbor.
While I'm thinking what we can play, I have to tell you that every time we come here, the people are so nice, but I'm always inspired by meeting people I've never met before. So if you are not scared of us by now, please say hello. It's always nice to see where you are from. So we're going to finish with a blues. You know, I like a blues very much, but sometimes people say, oh, you've heard one blues, you've heard them all. I don't think you've heard this one before.
now, Merry Christmas, and I invite you for some good Polish food and drinks and very nice evening. Thank you.